going on, everybody? It's your boy Do It With. This joke is pretty done. Load all. Do you think it's because he loads everything? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Do It With back in the Camaro again. I know it looks like my same outfit from my other video that I did talking about Camaro stuff, but that's cause it is. Hey, you like them spinning tires, boy? Is that gay?
You like them spinning tires, do you?
One thing I've been asked a ton, what are the plans for the Camaro? You know, what are you gonna do to it? What are you gonna modify it? You gonna wide body it? You gonna lower it? You gonna put on bigger wheels? You gonna fucking put a bigger spoiler on it? You gonna do a LS swap? What are you gonna do to it? Well, there's no cars in front of me, so what's going on here? And now I'm gonna miss the light because everyone wants to be dumb. That's fine, that's fine. You know what? I got all day. What about turbo, Dan? You can turbo it? Supercharge. You should double supercharge it. So yeah, what are the plans for the Camaro? Honestly, man, I don't have that many crazy plans for it. And to be honest with you guys, I don't really have that many crazy plans for the Camaro. Specifically because I think I learned my lesson the last time around with the Corvette. I was constantly doing new things to it. You know, it was always in the shop, getting a cam or a supercharger or an exhaust or wide body or wrapped 17 times over. And I'll tell you what, man, I really didn't get to enjoy that car. You know, now that I see the lifeline of that car from start to finish, in the year or so that I had it, I didn't get to drive it as much as I wanted to. And I'm really upset about that, to be honest with you guys. I really wanted to enjoy that car more. I wanted to have it longer. So I'm not going to make the same mistakes as the Corvette, where I was constantly having work done to it, and it made it, you know, where I wouldn't get a chance to drive it all the time. I want to do a build on this car. I want to get this car to be exactly where I want it. You know, I've never done like a completely custom everything, you know, down to the headlights, taillights, all that good shit. But I sure would like to, you know, one car that I can have and be like, damn, this is fucking mine. You know, not that it's not like that already. The factory supercharger, I'll probably stick with that, you know, especially for sake of cost. This supercharger is good for a lot more power. Yeah, I don't really have that many crazy plans. Even down to the wheels. I like the OEM wheels. I really like to throw some nice, the variant wheels. You remember the GTR wheels that I had? I still have those, by the way, but I'd really like to keep these wheels, the 19s that come on it, because the problem with 20-inch wheels is that it's very hard to find a good compound tire for those, like the R888s and the NT05Rs and all that. In 20s only come in 305s. So if I'm looking to make any sort of extra power, 305s aren't super sticky. I want a little bit wider of a tire. I think both Toyo and Nitto make a 345 and a 19. So that's another reason for me to want to keep the stock wheels. And maybe I will keep the stock wheels and get a set of like the variant wheels that I had on the GTR. They're coming out with a new style, and I really, really like the new style. So I'm gonna talk to my buddy that works over at Variant and see if maybe, you know, we'll see. You know, it's not something that I have to have. It's crazy. Like, I like the styling of this car so much. I'll do some carbon fibery bits exterior wise, like the canards up front. I'll probably do the carbon fiber ones, maybe some carbon fiber side skirts, and maybe a carbon fiber front splitter. Have some carbon fibery bits. There's some headlights that I'd like to have that change colors, you know, RGB, sponsored by Corsair. I'm a PC gamer, so I really like it when all my stuff changes colors. You know, a good way to start a conversation is actually, hey, what's your favorite color? A bad way to start a conversation is, hey, what's your favorite color of person? That's a Dimitri Martin joke. So exterior wise, not much that I really want to do to it. Obviously, at one point or another, we will probably wrap it. Right now, I really fucking like the white. I just love I got the white for a reason, is that I like the color. Maybe, and this is the only color that it's really thought about, but maybe the classic like fire orange that I had in my previous Camaro would be a good color to wrap it. I think that would be a really good color. You know, at least match it, because that one was a 1LE to begin with. This is a ZL1 1LE, and there's a couple of differences, but I really like that fire orange that I had on the Camaro back in the day. But as far as performance mods, I do have a few things planned that I think would be excellent for the car, and that would keep me at a reasonable horsepower number that I could still street and be totally manageable. One thing that I really like about this car, why I don't want to switch over to, like, let's say a Pro Charger. Oh, you fucking asshole. You piece of shit. I know it's your piece of wood. I don't want to switch over to a centrifugal style blower like the Pro Chargers or anything like that. Specifically because I really enjoy the supercharger whine. It's one of my favorite features about like the Chevrolet's blower. You know, the only car that I've been able to hear from the factory that has a more impressive blower whine is a Whipple that comes on the Demon. That thing sounds insane from the factory. nothing but whine. And yeah, I am willing to sacrifice maybe a little bit of power for that sound. That's it's kind of the whole experience for me, you know? And I think that there are some of them, like I think the Whipples and maybe the Magnusons have a little bit louder of a sound to them, like a little bit louder of a whine to them. So if I want to upgrade a little bit more power, I can always bump up to something like a Magnuson or like a Whipple to have that extra, like, yeah. But here's the thing, it's kind of quiet. The whine is just loud enough for me to hear it, and for you guys to potentially pick up on it. And there's a couple ways that I've been reading about online that it kind of increases the sound. There's a couple different ways that I've read online that you can kind of boost that sound of the supercharger. And one of them I'll do anyway, or actually both of them I'll do anyway. Cold air intake really opens up, I guess, the way the intake sounds, gives you a little bit more intake noise, and it increases the sound of the whine a good bit, according to online forums. And doing a pulley swap, which I plan to do anyway. Pulley swap, full exhaust, full long tube headers, and probably like a Corsa exhaust. After SEMA, I'll probably get a Corsa exhaust. Pulley, a cold air intake, and then like a pretty decent sized cam. And I think that's gonna be it. I looked online, 700-ish wheel horsepower. I think that'll sedate me. Certainly it will, as far as power is concerned, because I'll have the torque figures to kind of back it up too. That'll be really nice. Then I won't have to crack into the bottom end. I did forged pistons on the Corvette because the LT1 didn't have any forged pistons. So that's a lot less money I'll have to spend in the long run, which is nice because forged pistons are fucking expensive. Exhaust, headers, pulley, intake, cam, and that'll give me, like I said, close to my target, you know, somewhere around 700, maybe more, maybe less. I'm not looking at the world's fastest ZL1 out there. There's already another YouTuber out there who's got a twin turbo ZL1, Guitarmageddon. A lot of you guys know him. He's got a fucking hella powerful twin turbo ZL1. And like, I'm not trying to compete with that. That's way too much power for me to handle in a car. And if I want to go fast, I got a bike that I know how to ride that I can go faster than just about any person on the road. I'm not saying everybody, like, God, I can't wait to get a bunch of emails asking me if people race me. I get people email me daily to race me, like I'm some sort of fucking boss. Like in a video game, like, oh man, I can't wait to go fucking race Dan, you know? It's like, why? I very clearly don't have the fastest anything. I mean, I have an H2, which is fast, but it's certainly not the fastest H2 in the world. Like I said, being on the internet, for whatever reason, makes people think that I want to race them every day. If I responded to as a matter of fact, I ignore them. If someone goes out of their way to be like, race me, pussy, it's like, you can go fuck yourself. That's the most annoying thing in the world. I get people who ask to race me daily. If I responded to every race call out that I got, and I'm not talking about the YouTube call out, don't take this the wrong way. I won't be able to make it to Street Speed 717's call out, which is just awful. Like, it's like the second or third one that I've had to miss in a row. I'd love to hang out and talk with them. It's just, I just can't seem to make it fucking fit my schedule right now. It's got nothing to do with them. Some people think that it's like some sort of beef or something like that if I don't make it. That's not true. I just won't be able to make it. If I answered to every race comment and email that I get thrown my way, I wouldn't have time to make YouTube content. All I'd be doing is racing people. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy meeting another car on the street and then like him and I hauling it or whatever. Like, I'm just not interested in racing. I like having a fast car because I like it, not because I can race other people. Like, don't get me wrong, I like a good street race. You know, you meet someone on the road and they're like, okay, let's get it, we'll honk, you know, we'll roll. That's fine. I enjoy that a good bit. You know, it's kind of like, you know, good, whatever you have in your car. Like, I have things in my car too. But when it starts getting like set up for like shit talking reasons, people want to race for money and shit like that, it's just not my style. I'm not into the whole grudge racing. It's not what I find fun. It's too stressful for me. People want to talk shit all they want because that's all they're good for, you know? If that's all you're worth right there, good for you. Yeah, I got a small dick, but my Fox body runs 8s. Don't take that wrong. I love me a good Fox body, but we all know who I'm talking about. Justin and I do this all the time. We'll race just for the fuck of it. You know, for friendship purposes. Him and I aren't gonna get mad at whoever wins or loses. We're not gonna go online and shit talk if we win or lose. We're not gonna race for money. Like, when Justin and I race, it's for fucking fun. And we both know what we got into our shit. Like, it's like, you know what, you have a fucking cool car. And he's like, yeah, you have a cool car too. If you have a cool car, enjoy it. Don't be an asshole to other people. When it comes down to who's gonna do the work on the car, I'll probably have Charlie over at LS Experts take apart the ZL1. He's good friends with Justin. and he's really close to me. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna ask, what about Vengeance? Because they worked on the Corvette last time, and there's no bad blood between Vengeance. I don't have a single bad thing to say about it, but I'd like Charlie to work on this particular car. Justin, who's a good friend of mine, is really good friends with Charlie, and I'd like Charlie to work on this one. So it's just that. After SEMA is when I'm gonna start making moves on the Camaro, because SEMA's a big time for anybody, you know, that builds race cars and stuff like that. So not only is Justin gonna be out there doing stuff, but I'm sure the people over at LS Experts, they have a big race that they just got done doing, and they got all this crazy shit going on. So I'm gonna wait till after SEMA to start making moves on what I want to do to the Camaro. I think first up will probably be the exhaust, no matter what. I think you should always just go straight for it's not like it's gonna have any crazy performance gains out of it. It's just gonna be like a sound thing. Then after I get a little bit more comfortable in the car, I'll start working on performance stuff, you know? I don't want to just get into the car and be like, all right, now I need 800 horsepower. Realistically, I don't really care that much more about the power in the car because I'm plenty satisfied with the power the car has. I just really like the way a cam sounds. It's got such a fucking beefy presence when some cammed LS motor or LT motor rolls up and it's all like, whoop, 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 whoop. It's like kind of like it's showing dominance, you know? Whatever. You know, at the end of the day, it's still a Camaro. Going too fast in wet conditions. I hope you guys are enjoying the Camaro content. I'd like to continue to make tons of videos on this car, but I don't want to flood it with you guys. So if you guys get annoyed with it, you know, make sure to just flood that in the comments and I'll pretend like I read it. Everyone will be happy. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a wonderful and beautiful day. You are a sexy bitch. You right there. Bye.